What's up guys, Snoop here, and welcome back to my Minecraft Forever world for 200 days. I have a lot planned, so let's get into it. Day 101. Not gonna lie, these 100 days were kind of uneventful, but I'll get into that later. I knew that the very first thing I had to do at the start of these 100 days was to fix the gunpowder farm. This was way harder than it needed to be. This is also the first time that I noticed my cape shows up on my elytra. I also forgot that creepers were still spawning even though it was broken. I hate this game. Finally got it fixed day 102, and that's all I really did. Day 103. Looking back now, it's crazy to see how different this back area looks compared to the end of these 200 days. Pretty sure this is the only time I AFK the zombie spawner in this video. I just wanted to repair my tools. Day 104 started with me trapping a wandering trader who sells me nautilus shells. I'm still trying to get a conduit. I killed him after finding out that he doesn't reset his trades. After that, I went exploring. After almost destroying the suspicious sand, I got a sniffler egg, which is something I was really hoping to get. I just spent the rest of the day treasure hunting. I also slaughtered dozens of drowned trying to get another trident. Still exploring day 105. Stopped by a ruined portal and picked up 2 more lodestones. I'm not sure why I collect them, but they used to be rare, so why not? Like, I just feel like I have to take them. Day 106 started with me drinking something I shouldn't have. I went to collect sand to make glass so I can upgrade my cartographer in the hopes of selling me cool maps. Spoiler alert, it does not go as hoped. I also decided to name my elytra. A little uncreative, but I couldn't think of anything else. Okay, let's see if he sells me anything cool. Never mind. This is single player, but I'm gonna get an ender chest anyway. Day 107, trying to see if this guy can sell me any maps, and I guess not. I decided to just go AFK gunpowder for a while. Also, I didn't record the actual AFKing, and I'm so happy I didn't because these recordings take up so much space on my computer. I came down day 109 and collected all the gunpowder because I was about to go netherite mining. Day 110, I came back with extra TNT and only 6 ancient debris. This was an awful haul. I decided to go AFK more gunpowder day 111. I AFK'd until around day 114 and decided to go mining. I'm gonna do what I normally do in this situation and mine all the obsidian in this cave lava lake. Of course I'm still finding diamonds though. I'm ashamed if you thought I was joking about mining the whole lake. Day 115, I'm still down finding diamonds. I'm also still mining at the lake. Came up day 116 and went exploring again. Still exploring day 117. I decided to pick up some turtle eggs while I was out. I had to wait around a while for them to lay the eggs though. I'll probably make a turtle farm in a future video. I also collected some cherry trees I'll use for decoration later. Finally made it back to my base day 118. I also decided to try out some new armor trims. They probably won't be the final ones though. One of my comments told me to name one of my cats Carl, so that's what I did. Also, if you have any name suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I decided to go mining because diamonds are nice. I'm still trying to dig out this lava lake. I'll probably use all this obsidian in a build eventually. I came up day 119 and realized I need a storage room. So day 120 I started construction. I wanted to have the storage room going up and into the mountain next to my house. I'll probably expand it later on, but for now this is the outline of it. I spent a little while adding some little touches to make the storage room look nicer. I was about to put item frames onto the chests when I ran into this guy. I'm gonna name him Alfred. I spent a really long time moving everything from my chest to the storage room. And I'm still doing it day 122. But after that, I just went up to AFK more gunpowder. I came down day 124 and moved the last few items to the storage room. I then started gathering materials to make an Enderman XP farm. I had to give a few trees a haircut. I absolutely hate building these things because of how sketchy they are. This is probably the most nervous I've been in this whole video. I'm not going to show you much of me building this whole thing, but I will leave the tutorial in the description of the video. Well, it's done and it works well. It was day 126 when I got back and I decided to make an armor stand because why not? I then went back down to the mines and found diamonds almost immediately. I found a cave that I wanted to explore because why not? I also started to dig up a completely different lava lake. I came up day 127 and put all the deep slate I gathered away. I also gathered leaf litter because I still use it as furnace fuel. Day 128 I finally finished up the storage room by moving the rest of the stuff up. Day 129 I went down to the end to repair my tools. I then went to AFK gunpowder. I came down day 133 and decided to go exploring. I dug down into one of those icy mountains in hopes of finding an ancient city. I was able to find Skulk, but no luck for a city. I still explored it for a bit and was able to find some diamonds. I just went back to exploring day 134. I'm also still trying to get all the Nautilus shells I needed for a conduit. I got back day 135 and started putting away my treasures. I then went back into the mines and started digging out another lava pit. Day 136 I came up and got scared by my lightning rod getting struck. Day 137 I went to the end to repair my tools again. After that I did some netherite mining. Day 138 I got back with only 9 ancient debris. I don't know why my luck is awful. I then went to gather more sand for more TNT. I found this massive cave that isn't far from my house and decided to explore it. This cave is the reason why my future videos are gonna have Fulbright. As much as I needed diamonds, I was mainly getting a lot of extra gold and iron just to have. This mineshaft had a baby zombie orphanage for some reason. I got back day 140 and started smelting all my gold and iron. Day 141 started with me going mining. I was mainly just connecting and building more tunnels. Thanks to Minecraft, the color blue turns me on. When I came up, I realized I would need to build something soon because my deep slate chest was getting very full. Day 142 I went netherite mining. I came up with 21 ancient debris. Not the best, but way better than the last 2 times. Day 143 started with me getting more furnace fuel. All of this used to be trees. I upgraded my Silk Touch pickaxe to netherite and renamed it Schnoop Axe instead of Schnoop Pickaxe. So I'm fixing that shit real soon. I also renamed my hoe. Day 144 I started collecting wood to sell to my Fletchers. I got back day 145 with a full inventory and started trading. Trading was going to take a while because I don't have that many Fletchers and I have such a large amount of wood, so this could take a few days. I was very bored and had to find very stupid ways to entertain myself. I finished trading and decided to go mining. Quickly gave up on that though, and now I'm in the nether killing wither skeletons. I killed many of them with no luck. It took me a while, but I was finally able to get my first one, and after all that I just went home. I didn't do much day 146. I mostly just wandered around my land. Day 147 I went to repair my tools in the end. After that I crafted a new shovel with Silk Touch and named it the Schnoop Shovel. And of course I upgraded it to netherite. After that I just went to AFK gunpowder. Day 150 I came down and decided to fence off my nether portal because why not? I also built a wall around my farm to keep them safe from Ravengers during raids. I know they probably won't get in, but better safe than sorry. Time to do my first raid on this world. It was only level 2, so the first wave was pretty easy. Wave 2, they spawned in this area of waters, so it was even easier. Wave 3 shows why I have the walls. Wave 4 started on day 151 and it was pretty easy thanks to the walls. Hardest part of Wave 5 is that I had to piss during all of it. Wave 6 I finally killed the first evoker. Yeah, Totems of Undying were the whole reason I was doing the raid in the first place. Wave 7 was definitely the hardest wave during this whole raid. I definitely would have died if it weren't for the walls. Wave 8 started day 152, and this is where I started to wonder how many waves there are. That was it. I won. I should probably just make a saddle chest. I'm gonna put certain items in my ender chest. Day 153, I went out to get sand for TNT. I also collected some gunpowder from the farm. I made 2 stacks and went netherite mining. This is ancient debris. When I got back, it was day 155 and I crafted a few stacks of deep slate bricks to build a castle. I have no idea what I'm going to use this castle for, but I need to use up material. Still building the castle, day 156. And day 157. Had to repair my tools real quick though. When I got back, I upgraded my librarian to try and get good trades. Day 158 started with me putting mending on the Snoop shovel. Then I chopped down dark oak trees to sell to my Fletchers. I did that all day and came back day 159. Once my inventory was full, I sold most of it and made tons of emeralds. When I was done, I went and started digging down in a lush cave. I was mainly there to get resources like iron and gold, but I ran into a ton of mobs. I also used Silk Touch on deep slate coal since it's technically rare. Another reason I was there, however, was to get an axolotl. I was still in the lush cave day 160. I wanted more resources. I also found a lot more diamonds than I thought I would. However, no amount of diamonds is worth this little guy. I got back day 161 and realized I left my shulker box near where I dug out. It was fine, I got it back. I got 2 axolotls and I need help naming them, so please leave suggestions in the comments. I also tried out some new armor trims. Not sure if I like them though. I got a ton of ores from the cave, so it took me a long time to smelt it. This is a little better. Not permanent though. Day 162, I went to start the interior of my castle while my ore was still smelting. I think the stripped dark oak looks pretty good. Day 163, I started another raid. Still doing the raid day 164. I'm not going to get into the details of this raid. I don't know why, but I could not find these last 2 raiders to save my life. And I never did. Just have to wait for the bar to go away. Day 165, I'm trying to enchant a really good crossbow. I'm not exactly sure what enchantments are good, but this looks fine. I named it Hagrid. After that, I went to an ocean monument to get the blocks for a conduit. I then found my first desert temple and got my first notch apple. Day 166 started with me trapping a camel that I'll come back for eventually. After that, I just did some exploring and looting. Day 167, I was on a new update and they changed the interface, so I have no clue how to see the day counter. Thankfully though, I was able to figure it out, and after that I went to go make money. I did that all night and now it was day 168. Never mind, I don't know how I lost 5 days, but it was actually day 173. I got back day 174 and started selling my sticks. This update was also the copper update, so I was looking through my recipes at the new stuff. Day 175, I kept selling sticks. The real reason I was getting all these emeralds is because I'm trying to make a max emerald beacon. After that, I went out and collected basic resources just to have a surplus. Fortune 3 in copper is just crazy. I was mining when I fell into a massive cave. As I was smelting the copper, I began a terraforming project that would take up pretty much the rest of these 200 days. And I kept working on it, day 176. I was expanding my base by a lot. I'm turning basically this whole area that used to be a forest into my land. But right now, I was just collecting furnace fuel. I spent all day terraforming and smelting. Still terraforming, day 177. I did this all day. Right back to it, day 178. Had to take care of some trespassers though. I could have covered this cave instead of filling it in, but I'm just better. I didn't realize until day 179 how bad the area I chose was. Looking back now, I could have saved so much time if I just covered everything with a layer or two instead of filling it all in. Day 180, I decided to take a break from terraforming and go mining. Diamond! When I came up, I decided I was gonna sell more sticks. I went to sleep and came back day 181. Day 182, my inventory was full and I was ready to sell sticks. After all that, I just went back to terraforming. Day 183 is more terraforming. And so is day 184. I did a bit of mining too, though. Oh yeah, and I fought the Wither. I was kinda close to dying, but I got the Nether Star. Day 185, I'm trying to get the last few emeralds I need for the beacon. I got back day 186 and started selling sticks. I still don't have enough emeralds, so I just went back to terraforming. Day 187 started with more terraforming, and it ended with terraforming. Day 188 was even more terraforming, and that's all it was. And even more day 189. I feel like I've made good progress though. Day 190, 10 days left. I want to finish this beacon in these 200 days, so I went to get wood again. Day 191, I started selling it. By now, I definitely had enough, so I was building a deep slate platform for it. But of course, I don't know what I'm doing, so I built it too small. I don't make beacons that often, so I don't have the max beacon grid memorized yet. Had to come back to it day 192, but it should be good this time. And it was. I chose speed. Not gonna lie, this is probably the last big thing I do this video. You can click off now, I would not blame you. I just terraformed for the rest of the day. Day 193, you're not gonna believe it, was more terraforming. Day 194 was the same. Day 195, I decided to show off my Bane-inspired skin. Not gonna lie, I don't know why I made this skin. What do you know? I already have another skin. Then it was more terraforming! Day 196 was yet again more terraforming. I also discovered my lightning rod can oxidize. Day 197, I decided to start digging out a chunk that would go to bedrock. I did a tiny bit, then did more terraforming. Day 198 was even more terraforming.
Please, it's too much.
Day 199, I killed the golems. I didn't know what else to do, so I just looked around my land. I have so many things planned, like bigger farms. I just did more terraforming. At night, I put torches all around my land I had recently claimed. Day 200.
No one cares.
I guess that's the end of the video.
No one watches.
Listen
these
guys, I
fucking
know this video was
videos
probably
anyway.
very
Get
boring,
off
which is
my
why I am
screen.
no longer
Quit
doing
YouTube.
100 days
No one
videos,
likes you.
but rather having different Minecraft videos for different ideas or builds. I'm sorry it's been a while since I posted. I've been super busy recently, but now I am less busy, and I have more time to work on these videos for you guys. The next video will not be Minecraft, and to be honest, it might be a while before the next Minecraft video. Mainly because I like other games, along with Minecraft. Anyways, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.